Good morning, good Erev Shabbos. Special greetings to our soldiers at Fort Jackson. To everybody watching our video. From the Torah's description of the tabernacle, this portable temple in the wilderness that lasted for 40 years, we find a model of the structure and furniture of our own life. Take the menorah, for example. Its glow extended way outside the sanctuary. It was meant to light up literally the entire world. Our internal menorah, which we all have, is the light of our soul. When generated, it radiates out to the entire world. Cultivating our inner light, though, takes a lifetime of work. So in this week's Torah portion, God says to Moses, "Command the Jews to bring you pure olive oil crushed for the luminary, to kindle the menorah." Now, that's an interesting phrase, crushed for the luminary. Apparently that means that the very depth of your soul is the luminary, the part reserved for moments of great necessity. Now, we don't usually have access to it, but when we are crushed, pressed, and challenged, the luminary, the essence of your soul, shows up, giving you extraordinary power. Now, Jews throughout history are able to remain committed in the face of tremendous danger. You think about Purim coming up next week. Even after Haman's threat to annihilate us, Jews didn't renounce their identity or even attempt to hide it. They publicly gathered in prayer and Torah study throughout the entire year that this decree hung over their head. The heroes, for example, who braved the communist regime of the former Soviet Union, who held on to their Jewish identity despite all the risks that were involved. October 7th, the hostages, the soldiers, the Jewish people in Israel. When life gives you crushed olives, the Torah says, make olive oil and fire up a light that illuminates the entire environment. To channel the pain that comes from being crushed and turn into productive energy, God points a finger at Moses and says, "Hey, Moses, your role is attaching the consciousness of the people to me, their creator." Because the more tangible our connection is to God, the more we can channel challenges into an opportunity for real self-actualization. They won't crush us, but we will use them to illuminate the world. This is the job of every Jewish leader, to inspire us to translate our discomfort into positive change, to transform extraordinary difficulties into extraordinary responses. Every generation has its Moses. When the Jews learned of Haman's genocidal plan, Mordechai was the Moses. He inspired them to have faith, to connect to God with more intensity than ever before. A great Jewish leader takes an active role in nurturing the faith of the followers. And when they are crushed and challenged, helps them tap into their luminary and access more light and more power than they ever knew they had before. And when we have the good fortune to live in an era of freedom and prosperity, Moses inspires us to create our own challenges. When we get too comfortable with life in exile, Moses shares a vision of a higher life, a better life, more God-oriented, more other-oriented, until we feel crushed by the status quo. And then the oil starts to flow. And this oil is the most precious, the most potent oil of all. So when you find yourself crushed, difficult times or easy times, and you're looking for some kind of a challenge, turn that olive oil in your soul into oil that will light up not only your own life, but all those around you. Have a Shabbat Shalom and a very happy Purim.